This is the first time in history that Intel dropped the ball. I think they're scared crap because of the Threadripper. Hey guys, this is Joeteck from Joeteck Tips. We are on Facebook and Twitter, and today we're going to be talking about the 2066 CPU from Intel. Now, you've probably heard a lot of different interesting videos about the X299 chipset is going to support all of the CPUs that Intel has just announced, from the quad-core dual channel to the 18-core CPU that they have. But you know what? What's really interesting is that they've done that before with the X99. The X99 did all of them as well. So it's not such a big deal that, oh my God, the X299 is supposed to do every single CPU. Well, yeah, that's what they did with the X99. It is interesting, though, that this flowchart, as you see here, is not all that detailed. It's just a little box here. Says high definition audio, SM bus, LPC, SPI, enhanced SPI, and then USB 3.0, 2.0. Where the hell is the video? There's no detail information, as if you saw like the 1151, which is pretty interesting. I mean, that's very detailed. Now, I get it. I'm not comparing apples to apples. This is the Z270 chipset, which is for the 1151 CPU. I get that. But look how much more detailed it is for certain features. Up to this, up to that. There's a lot more detailed of all the information here. The other one that we saw is there's no really much of anything. It's just like they kind of shot from the hip with this one. They didn't bother to go into grave detail with anything here. It's not like this one was a well thought out process. This one's was, you know what? I know the Threadripper, president of Intel, said, you know what? We're in deep shit. Let's announce something. And which was really funny. AMD has the X399 chipset. So, you know, it's really wacky. They didn't even bother. That's how much of a screw up this whole launch is that they can't even use the X399. AMD grabbed it. So they can't even come out with the next one to be better because AMD grabbed the X399. So this is just, Intel has, I think, they were left with their pants down by their ankles, and they're pretty much screwing themselves here. AMD Threadripper is probably going to be and will be the king of the hill. Every single one of their CPUs is 64 PCI Express lanes. Hello? I mean, that's just ridiculous. There's no bottleneck. There's nothing. Their lowest end CPU, 64. Top of the end, 64. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. Intel has crippled every single one of their CPUs until you go to the Core i9. That's wrong. I mean, they really screwed up this time. Even though the 2011 version 3 is end of life almost, a matter of speaking, if this is going to kick off. But I think that 2011 V3 looks so much better regardless of the Core i9. I still think the 2011 version 3 series is something that you should buy now before you can't get any more, because having the ability with 40 PCI Express lanes is awesome. And 2011 version 3 is the only one that will allow you to do that. 10 cores. You have to go to a Core i9 to get 44 PCI Express lanes. I mean, it was just, what a disaster. I did a video on this already, but I'm just trying to elaborate a little bit more. But I can't believe in how lackluster this image is. This is absolutely terrible. It's just like, let's get the engineering guys together and throw a flow chart together with basic stuff and throw it on the internet and get people enticed, because Intel is king, and people don't care or give a shit about what it looks like, as long as it's something. And I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. What the hell is this? This means nothing. It's a shitty freaking picture. What's really, really interesting, though, is that AMD has really pulled a bag over Intel's head and pretty much brought them to an undisclosed location and surprised the shit out of Intel. Go, look what we got! Okay, so remember, Intel is dedicated for CPU technology. AMD does both, which is probably a mistake on their behalf. They should have left ATI alone. ATI was doing pretty well by themselves, but now one company does double duty, so you have to give them a break. They're doing two things at once. So they have two different engineering departments, one that does video cards, and the other one that does CPUs. So you have to remember that. And we can't be beaten down on AMD going, well, you guys suck. Well, they're doing two freaking things at the same time. Give them a freaking break. Holy crap. Personally, I would probably stay clear of the X299 chipset and 2066 CPUs until the dust has settled and they actually figure out what the hell is going on. Right now, I think it's just a knee-jerk reaction to the Threadripper from AMD, and I probably would not buy anything that is 2066 related. Who knows what kind of bugs and problems you're going to have. Wait for people to do some benchmarks and testing, and I would probably wait somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 6 months until different chipsets come out. Who knows? It could come out with an X279 or 259 or something different model number, maybe 301. Who knows? But maybe this is just their way of answering to the Threadripper, and they had to come up with something really quick. And I would stay clear of this stuff until it's been thoroughly tested. And this one, if you notice, there's no graphics on this whatsoever. You notice that? There's none. So what happens to the CPUs? These CPUs that have graphics built on, you can't use it. But then again, most people who have these type CPUs are probably not going to be using onboard graphics. So they're going to be having, high-end Vega or 1080 Ti video cards on these systems. So anyway, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care.